The music ended. That was a cool beat. No, I'm not wearing sunglasses for a live stream. Come on, guys. I'm not that cool. Hey, how is it going? I'm actually gonna put my glasses, which prevent the crazy reflections from all those lights in the studio. Welcome to the late night chat session. How is it going? I hope you guys enjoyed this little intro, which I recorded in 15 minutes last night. Just wanted to... I like the vibe of the studio when it's late at night, when I put all the LEDs on, and I have this cool... Macs have this really cool screensaver. When you are just like, there's this vibe going on, and I like this. I like coming to the studio in the evening, and I work sometimes here, but I like to tone down the lights, you know, just make it a bit of a, you know, like a little vibe going on. So we have a late night chats. Let the vibe roll. Let the vibe roll. And as I promised last week, those will be happening weekdays. I think Wednesdays is a good day. It's like a middle of the week. We have Sundays for Bricks and Coffee, and I want to build like a solid streaming schedule where we. By the way, the build streams are also coming, you know, as usual whenever I can. We did start the Mustang, but I talked to my good friend Brian tonight, and I was like, Brian, what should I stream? Should I do the Mustang? I feel like building some Lego, but I feel like chatting as well. And he was like, you know what? Let's chat with people, show that you have a good day and things can be cool and we can chat together and maybe build the Mustang tomorrow. How about that? I think that's a good plan. Late nights with Mike. Yes, rocking some sick shades. Dudes, those are my favorite shades ever. So I wouldn't normally buy them. Thanks to the place I work at, I got these for free, and these are Maui Jim Ebb and Flow. Great company, Hawaiian brand. They are sick, expensive, but they are amazing lenses. My favorite shades, I wear them all the time in California. I love them. My favorite pair of shades I ever had. So highly recommended. Maui Jim, look it up. Great quality eyewear. All right, so let's see. Actually a lot of you are joining. Seems to be enjoying this late night chats. It's almost 9 p.m. in California. But let me just scroll the chat. We have James Westman, welcome. Brick Star Wars Boy needs no introduction as always. Ethan Ho is here. Nathan Bricks, hello. Big shout to the member. Bob Builds, Click Brick. Scrolling. Brickman Mosaics Art, welcome. Bob Builds. Lilots, welcome. What's up? Ryan, welcome. Ryan Dykes is here as well. Aaron Paulo Batista, welcome. Luke VJ, how you doing? Spanish Inquisition, nobody ever expects this guy, but he's always here, so welcome. Australian Bricks mate, welcome to the chat. 805 Traveler, Spanish Inquisition already. I didn't expect you twice, but here you are, thank you. Hello, Seaman Adventures, 805 Traveler. Wow. What is up? Twinception is here as well. Dudettes. Welcome to Late Night Chat. These will be my weekly catch-up sessions with you guys. Let's talk. It's a Q&A. You can ask me anything. I'm very much focused on the chat. We're not looking at any news. We can chat about things that happened that you might consider interesting, but I'm not specifically looking for news on these streams. I'm reserving all the Lego news, all that stuff to our Bricks and Coffee summary every Sunday. So I'm gonna share some stuff with you, how things are going. Big week for me. Actually, things are coming back to normal in California slightly. I did my first 3 days in the office after, 9 or 10 months working from home. So that's a big change. Hey, Brick with Matt, how you doing? By the way, big shout to this guy. I'm gonna air horn him, even though it's late at night. I'm gonna be even...
Shiver me timbers!
This guy just accepted into the LAN network. Brickwiz is officially LAN member. Congratulations. Dude.
Awesome!
So big shout to you. I know you got big news, I think Monday or so, but you shared a video with us today, and big congratulations. I know you deserve it. I know you were fighting for it. I know you got rejected. I know You know, I'm looking up to you now, man, because I got rejected. I think if you can do it, I can do it too. No, congrats, dude. I hope it's gonna be really beneficial for your channel, so you can grow as you've always been, and keep going, man. I know you had some burnout moments, but I know you went through them right, like straight, and now you can finally get back on track. And good luck with the college and everything, and exams and stuff. You know, I know it's a busy time, so I hope to see you in May and June, dude. So big shout, yeah, big news of today for sure. I was happy for seeing that video from Matt. Yes, evidently, fellow, you know, Beyond the Brick crew member, fellow fan, fellow colleague. We never met personally, did we, Matt? I don't think we ever met personally, but we will once things go back to normal. For sure, at some conventions in the future. No Looney Tunes minifigures found anywhere. These guys, I'm gonna start showing them because I do have these guys. And my kids were having a blast with them. Thank you, Beyond the Brick. Video is out, check it out. It's a promotion for BTB because my video is out. And good news, everyone. If whoever watched the video, you know I said that Lego did not send me the Coyote. It was a mistake. I think Brickset also did not get the Coyote. I got a notification today that there's a Coyote coming in the mail. So they're gonna fix their mistake, but it's after I made the video. But I'm gonna also make a review for my channel. So Taz is... Actually, I have only this guy on the desk because everybody else is with the kids and they're playing with the minifigures, so they're awesome. Yes. Vaccinated today. Whoop whoop! Yes. Very nice. I got my second shot in 2 weeks from now. I got first shot of Moderna, beginning of April. You have to wait 4 weeks for Moderna. I think it's 3 weeks for Pfizer. Congratulations, dude. Very good to hear. Yeah. Spot Hill Farm, welcome to the chat. Space Probe, anybody got it? I did not even try. It became available like 6 AM in California, you know, US time, PST, Pacific. I was already waking up and getting ready to work at that time, so I completely missed on that. Anybody got the probe? I heard there was a bunch of problems getting that Ulysses probe. Congrats. How you feeling? Like any side effects? I had some minor headache, some fatigue, arm pain for like 3 days, but that's about it. All good. Moto is officially a Lego Masters member. That's awesome. Oh, dude, he's gonna win. Holy smokes. One of my favorite Lego designers for sure. Yeah, he's great. I'm doing fine. Thanks for asking, Big Star Wars Boy. Yeah, so my week was going fine. Monday was my first day at the office. So my day looks weird because the schools are open and the school has short hours, like it ends at 1 PM, right? So I have an older kiddo who goes to school. The smaller one still like before kindergarten, but the older one goes to school. And oh, why didn't you guys tell me that the music is so loud all the time? I'm so sorry. I thought it was more quiet than that. I hope it wasn't too overwhelming. I forgot it was so loud. I'm so sorry because my headphones are a bit lower today. It was like blasting. Cool vibes though, but blasting, man. I'm so sorry. Nobody told me. You guys didn't notice? It was too loud. Now it's better. I was like, why are my levels moving so quickly? Yeah, okay, now it's better. I was vibing with it. I can hear what he's talking about. All right, yeah, cool. You know. What is the... I have no idea. I was basically doing a TED talk and you guys were just vibing. Okay, I mean, works for me as long as you enjoy yourselves. Vibing with some jazz tunes. Yes, sir. I was jamming. It was blasting. What I was saying. So yeah, my day is kind of mixed up in a hybrid version because the school ends at 1 PM and I go every day, like I commute at 6:30 AM. So I drop my kid at school and my work allowed me to like work kind of few hours in the office starting early morning. So I have like very productive mornings actually right now. It's so amazing to just come to the office. There is nobody there and I have a fresh desk, a fresh computer, and I can just like something that I'm probably like twice as productive as I used to be at home, honestly. And then I can leave at like 1 p.m., go pick up my kiddo, and come back and work the rest from home. So it's kind of like a hybrid system, but I'm so grateful that I'm able to do it. So that's why I'm gonna be also a lot of busy for the next couple of weeks. But that's why I'm doing those later night streams, so you guys can get used to it. So I'm gonna be actually more showing up on live streaming evenings. Not every day though, but quite often though. It's gonna be a mix of building streams, talking streams on Wednesdays, and Bricks and Coffee is not going anywhere on Sundays because thanks to you guys, it happens to be my most successful live stream on the channel so far. So thank you. You are watching. You are actually joining and watching, and I see it being quite successful. So yes, thank you. That's gonna work wonders when I'm gonna reapply to that LAN, you know. I'm gonna show, hey, I made a show that people are actually watching. How about that, Lego? Maybe you should do something about it. Make me a LAN member. What are my thoughts on the leaked UCS R2D2? I did not see the full leak yet. I'm gonna probably check it out. I'm not sure. Is that even? That's a leak, right? So technically a LAN member would not show it, right? Sir Arm, big smiles, yes. DJ SpongeBob, I'm doing fine, thanks for asking, how are you doing? Moderna gang, I don't think these vaccines are very different, they're very the same. It's just Moderna reports more side effects, but effectiveness is about the same. So I don't really mind having either, honestly. I just went on a day that they were giving Moderna, and I was like, fine. That's okay. Cody, welcome. Big hype to the member. I'm just trying to catch all the messages. Hopefully your second shot goes well. Mine was rough. 103 temperature for 24 hours. I'm preparing myself that it's gonna be bad. I mean, a lot of people are reporting that the second shot is much worse than the first one. For some reason, it's just the body adjusting, I guess. It's a, you know, it's just a side effect. I'm probably gonna take a day off on that day, just a precaution. And just stay at home in case something hits me and I just get knocked off asleep for like 10 hours. That's fine. I'm gonna sleep it over. That's fine. I got the space coin. Congrats, man. I got one space probe to work by 6:17 LA time. Nice. I heard people had problems, like actual errors on Lego Coms. Like people were not able to actually order it because it was with VIP points. It was kind of weird. Did you have to buy something together with that, or were you able to just check out with just the probe in your cart? Did you have to buy something together with that? I didn't even try, honestly. I just like saw the Twitter saying like, oh, it's gone, and it's gone. I gotta go, Andrew. No worries. Thanks for hanging out for even a second. Appreciate it. Lego VIP being insane today successfully deterred me from getting the probe. That sucks to hear, man. I didn't even try when I heard all those people, like everybody was tweeting like, yep, no luck. So I accepted my fate. I won't be able to get the probe unless some crazy, sometimes like amazing fans of mine reach out to me and are willing to send me things, which I never ask for, but it happens. That's how I got the Nebulon B from Meredith. She's a member on the channel, so can't be more grateful. She even sent me that Orange Spaceman in the same package, so things like that happen, and that's amazing. That's how I got the Osprey, because a fan reached out to me and offered me to buy me the Osprey, so that was amazing. It's like privileged streamer, streamer loot. No, I'm not really asking for anything, you guys. It's so amazing that you guys are able to support me that way too. To get the space probe, I had to keep reloading the page till it lagged out and allowed me to stay on the rewards page. Worth it. Okay. I did end up getting the probe this morning, but honestly, I'm still sad for how they handled that. I should have been a free promo when you bought the shuttle. Yes, James, and I think, again, some delay was in play, and I think that's what happened. So, but I agree, it should have been just a regular, normal gift with purchase. Nobody would be mad about this getting out of stock quickly, because, well, who comes first gets one, right? But this was weird with the VIP points. 27 watching, only 10 likes. Yeah, you guys don't like me at all. Hey, Blocksmith. back to work is good. It is, you know. It's I'm happy. Like I know it's like it's a bit demanding because waking up and you know you can't run in your sweatpants all day. But also like working from home can be fun, but you have to keep yourself in check all the time. Like you have to be very organized, and sometimes just straight up, like there are so many distractions, especially when kids are at home. It's like distractions here, distractions there. Something always throw you out of the focus zone. When I'm at work, like I'm just there for like, I'm so early that I'm there for like 2 hours alone in my side of the building, and I can just put some coffee on, you know, get some music going and just work, like really actually deep work. And I feel like I have a lot done by like 10 a.m. or something. So yeah, I took the day off afterwards. Gotcha. I'm probably gonna do the same, yeah. I saw leaks for the Punisher, the new cap. We can talk, we can't show. That's the rule from Lego right now. You can talk, you can't show. If that's a leaked picture. When I attempted to get the prop, I read my page so many times to discover it was sold out. That sucks. Probably would have happened to me. I'm so lucky on these things. The R2D2 looks fantastic, much better update than the one we got in 2012. It has a flinging lightsaber feature. Really? Wow. Stay safe, man. I shall. I mean, I'm partially vaccinated, and my workplace, we have very limited stuff right now. I requested, because I have to drive to school anyway, so I requested if I can have a few hours at the office, you know, as much as I can, safely, like masked up, and, you know, actually most of people in the office are actually vaccinated right now, so it's really good in California. And my boss was like, yeah, sure, man, like we can do a flexible schedule for you. And I was like, thank you. And so I can do a few hours in the office and then work the rest from home. And I still work Fridays from home because schools are online only on Fridays, so I have to stay with my child at home. Still haven't got my vaccine in Australia, but to be honest, I don't think I will need it for a while. Life is back to normal here. There is not even social distancing in South Australia much anymore. You guys have it pretty okay. I think you guys got rid of the thing quite quickly. Same goes for New Zealand. A lot of people in New Zealand, like Dan from Between the Bricks, he's a New Zealander. And he said that they have conventions, they have stuff, they have like barbecues, and everybody is like, there is not a single case, or maybe just like a single, like 5 cases on the entire country or something. It was a regular VIP reward. If mine shows, I would send one to you. Oh, thank you, Spot Hill Farm. You don't have to, really. You guys, like, if you have something really cool that you want to keep, like, please don't feel obliged to send me anything. Like, just enjoy what I do here. And I do, like, fans reach out to me and offer help with that things, but I don't want to feel like I'm privileged by being a YouTuber or something to accept such generous support with like Lego sets I can't get myself. You know, everybody has to have the same chance. I don't like the spaces, just like a challenge. I feel you. Good day. Planning to get the Apollo Lunar Lander set this Friday to complete the Creator Expert space line. You get it? Yes. Right now I have the ISS, the Apollo, the Shuttle, and the Saturn V. So when it comes to modern NASA sets, that's about it. By the way, Shuttle review is coming, I do promise. I just was so focused on this back to work transition that I was not recording anything for the last few days. Even though I have this all scripted and ready to go, I just have to find like probably like a spare few hours to do it. Yeah, Australia seems pretty good with COVID right now. I like this video, thank you Johnny, it's a live stream technically. Got to watch the replay of the last stream. The Mustang looks good so far. Then maybe I was thinking of getting my first creator set. Yes, the Mustang. I'm gonna schedule a stream for tomorrow about the same time probably. We're gonna start like 8-ish p.m. and see how far we can go. This music is so weird. Oh, that was just this riff. I was like, eh. I like rock music, but this was weird. I tried to get the probe on my computer and my phone at the same time. It worked way better if you were on mobile, really. Interesting. Australia was really lucky. Well, you guys got it handled pretty quickly. It's also the way you guys quarantine and everything. In the US it's much different because people just don't listen. I think the general like social like responsibility is much lower in the US, you know. There are a lot of people who are like following all the guidelines, but we have like, you know, anti-masking people and people who just think it's a hoax. What can you do? What can you do? I really feel like the hype for space is overrated. Maybe it's just me. I do like the new shuttle. It's just a hot topic, you know, mostly because NASA is doing things right now, SpaceX is doing things right now. So it's a mainstream topic. Space became mainstream topic since like I think ever since like SpaceX became this like behemoth of a space progress company, since like the Falcon 9 and the technology advancements with launches and landings and the successful Dragon missions with NASA, people flying to space thanks to SpaceX again with a US spacecraft. I think that's also a big factor in why we are seeing this uptick of space popularity. And you can see LEGO Ideas also. LEGO Ideas has a bunch of SpaceX sets, you know, in review stages, whatnot. And I think it's a matter of time when LEGO makes a SpaceX set. We even had a SpaceX mention in the shuttle instructions. They shown the Falcon 9 with the Dragon crew mission in all the pictures as like the successor to what used to be done by the space shuttles, but in the US spaceflight, right? The worst of COVID in Australia was in Victoria, and even then it was nothing compared to the US. Yeah, California was pretty bad at some point, but at the same time we got it handled with vaccinations lately. So California is doing really well with vaccinations, like really well, like on global scale. So I'm happy that I see, first of all, a lot of Californians really want the vaccine, and there is not a lot of people. The percentage of people who do not want the vaccine and are afraid of it or just like straight up anti-vax is significantly low in California, like reasonably low. So a lot of people will be vaccinated here. So at least that's good to hear. I hope to see that in the rest of the US actually. I'm going to be working on a couple of Disney MOOCs. Which ones should I build first? Pirates of the Caribbean, Attraction, or the Haunted Mansion? Pirates seems like a lot of fun. I was disappointed for you guys that in the US people didn't seem to take it seriously enough. You know, Australian BRICS, it was not only that, but also it became a political issue. During a year when we had like the worst president ever. I'm not gonna even mention the former guy's name, but he's not even deserving it. So that was the most... Basically, US was in the biggest political turmoil in ages, and on top of that we had a pandemic that became a political problem. So that was like a very explosive concoction. And things, you know, that's why the US was so bad with controlling this, because the former administration were not doing squat to contain it, honestly. Basically, we only see the vaccines just thanks to that the new administration is actually taking it seriously and making sure that people actually get vaccinated. So the former guy did not care at all. So that's a big change, and for the better, obviously. You had to live here to actually see what kind of a mess we are in because of politics. It was insane, absolutely insane. Yeah, I think after the LEGO VIP catastrophe, LEGO should re-release the space probe. LEGO has a lot of things to fix, and I don't think it happens very often. So I don't know. You know, I know what should be done, but at the same time, they did not even apologize for that Porsche gift with purchase fiasco as well. They did not offer anything. So yeah, I still didn't get anything from LEGO for buying that Porsche they won, and yet other countries did. So thanks, Mike. Headed to bed. See you on Sunday. Yeah, Ryan. See you on Sunday. And I'm gonna be also streaming tomorrow if you wanna stop by. We're gonna be doing the Mustang tomorrow evening. I'm sadly have to go. Stay the whole stream. Yeah, Star Wars boy, don't worry about it. This is not a long stream. I'm just like, this is my session to really catch up with you guys and get up to speed on what's going on. I want to share more. I want to share like myself more to you. So sometimes I feel like we're building a lot on the streams and stuff like that. And I hate to sometimes really like miss a lot of chat messages, and you guys are just here to support me. So I want to be for you, you know? Yeah, let's see, a lot of mentions. Canada's government are not taking this well, leading to a possible lockdown. Sometimes it's not a government's fault. Sometimes it's just the virus became more contagious and something. I don't blame everything on the government. Sometimes it's just also people not abiding the rules and being very neglectful when it comes to just safety. It's that too. Sometimes leadership is at fault, sometimes just the people, you know. I'm not anti-vax, I have my vaccination when it's my turn, but I'm still going to be careful. I'm hoping that there won't be bad side effects after 2-3 years. Cody, so like every vaccine can have side effects, and I don't think this vaccine is in any way or form more dangerous than your typical flu shot. A flu shot can also lend you some side effects, and you have to have some serious like underlying conditions that might, I don't know, make something worse in your body long term from a vaccine. It's either impossible or very, very rare. Or you have to have like an allergic reaction that can last a long time. But remember, this is an mRNA vaccine, and it's a new technology vaccine that is actually less invasive than your typical cold virus protein type vaccine. Like, it's just the structure of the vaccine is much more technologically advanced. But yeah, it's a new type of vaccine, so I see what you're saying. Here's a topic: freaking Reddit and Star Wars. Okay, I'll make some custom mocks that get decent upvotes and comments, then someone will post a Baby Yoda Lego in their palm and get thousands of... Hey, story of my life. Dude, I have 3 4K cameras and I shoot crazy videos that I want to do the best possible. I spend hours on editing and nobody will watch that. And you can have some guy with a phone recording, I don't know, a dancing Mario minifigure, and they will get millions of views. Production is not everything. So it's same like you said in Reddit. You post something that can go viral by being a picture made by a potato, and yet you make like a super cool shot of something and nobody will care. So welcome to the internet. Sometimes content is just about virality and just hitting the right mark at the right moment, and just maybe, usually funny content sells as well, and cute content. Like the Baby Yoda is the equivalent of the internet full of cats. That's why. Don't feel bad about it. Lego VIP reward was complete BS. I'll be spending my money in another hobby. Lego claims to be the best but keeps his actions said otherwise. I'm out. Hector, that's so harsh to hear. I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, the Arab, no politics. I'm not mentioning any political things other than I just mentioned that the pandemic became a political issue, and that was a big problem. So we're not talking red or blue on those streams, no politics. What are you doing this weekend, Mike? I don't know. I'm gonna probably, I don't know, chill. I usually chill on the weekends lately. Like I gain my energy for the week, so I can be really in good vibes for the rest of the week. That's actually my goal. And of course, bricks and coffee on Sundays, right? Actually, like, cause you know, like, my decision to like really focus on the weekends in a way that I just enjoy them in the best possible way every time, is that I've been battling anxiety lately, and that had to do with you know, they call this like lockdown fatigue. We're not even like technical lockdown anymore, but this feeling of the world not being just right yet, and the fact that I do work from home a lot, so I do welcome that comeback to the office from the last few days, and I feel much better mentally. But even though I have everything I need at home and my home is very cozy and I made this studio for myself and it's my happy place, it is. I love spending time here, but at the same time, it feels like you're locked down in like a golden cage, mentally too, and you feel like you wish some things have changed. And a person always needs change of environment or change of pace. So this anxiety was getting down to me, and streams were actually like live streaming with you guys were my remedy many times over. And I wasn't even hiding it. I was saying many times that, hey, let's build something. I need some Lego fix. That was my way of saying I need to control my stress. I need to control my anxiety today. Like I need to just build Lego to decompress and think about something else than the passing day that I spend at home. And for the weekends, I actually like also try to step away from the computer, try not to like feel like it's a work day or something. I do things that are productive sometimes, but usually weekends are gonna be much more. So for the fact that I want you guys to be on this channel for a long time, and I want to be on this channel for a long time as a creator, and I want to be showing up and be positive all the time as much as I can. I have to like also control my weaker side, which is I'm prone to anxiety. I'm just prone to overthinking sometimes. I'm prone to like pessimism sometimes. I do like sometimes I feel like, wow, like what's gonna happen this week, you know? And it feels weird. So Lego is my way to decompressing, and Lego is my way to open up a bit, to vent a bit, and just by talking to you, even though it's like just a camera, but you guys are in the chat like physical, real people. This is like my way of fighting this feeling of isolation, you know. So definitely something that helps me is Lego, and making sure I find time for myself too. And weekends are for that, just because for the most part during the pandemic, weekends were like, on the weekends I work on the cool factor a lot to push the channel forward. I will as well, but it's not gonna be my priority. My priority is like well-being and making sure like I don't like stop doing it for the foreseeable future, you know. I want to keep being for you guys, and in that case I have to maintain my head above the water, you know, kind of. So what are you going to do when you hit the members goal? We're gonna make a new member goal. Like, you know, I want to grow like through members or any means necessary, like, because the more I can grow, like the more I be able to grow this channel. That's the way it is. I don't want to stop anywhere. We are at a goal right now. What is it? 34. We have 35. Oh, 35 is the goal, so I gotta make the goal 50 or something. I don't know. Do you guys watch Brixie? He's like, I had a goal of 500 and then he hit 500, like, let's do it 600. So, you know, I always appreciate people's support, because it's the cool factor is becoming slowly the thing that overtakes my life just a bit, and I want this thing to be alive and well and growing for the longest time being, and without your support there is nothing much left, right? So if I can continuously grow with your help, I'm gonna make sure I give my 120-50% back to the community in the way that's possible. So it's gonna be 50 members, maybe 100 members, and so on. Like, that means I'm gonna be able to maybe one day, I don't know, like rent a freaking awesome studio space and build like a team of people that have fun together with me, like, you know, like I used to work that way. So I don't know. I don't think there is a higher. I don't think there's a top I can reach. I always want to like strive for more. It's kind of like greedy in a way, but I strive for growth. Like, I enjoy the process. It's like I never want to stop chasing the rabbit, you know. It's kind of like this feeling that when you catch some milestone, it is, oh my wonder of super chat.
Here's a couple of bucks for fun.
Thank you, Raven. That's a $10 super chat. Oh my. Thank you.
Yippee!
Thank you. I have so many freaking awesome like sounds I gotta add to this. I wanna have like a giant console that's just like having sounds all over the place. Big hype. Thank you for the 10 super chat. Much appreciated. So, you know, like, I have big plans, but right now it's like a small-scale operation here. But I want to be like, you know, 20 years from now, I want to be like, yeah, Lego. I'm building towards that goal in a way that hope you guys will follow along, you know. Who's gonna be a real MVP and make the member goal? Let's get 35. Thank you, Clickbrick. Big hype. Big hype for that super chat. Appreciate it. Thank you. What do you prefer, cats or dogs? Dogs. But I like cats too, but I do prefer dogs. My family is very dog friendly. Like, we had dogs. Yeah. Cats are awesome. I mean, I like all the pets, but dogs just seem more, I don't know, more like attached to you than cats for some reason, for me at least. Dog gang, dogs 100%. Oh boy, a lot of dog gang here, members. The fatigue is real. My vote is all the pets. Yeah, like, don't neglect the fatigue, guys. Don't, you know what I learned? What I learned throughout this pandemic is like, do not neglect what your body is telling you or what your head is telling you. Like, mental health is, you know, it's like, it has this connotation that like mental, when you mention mental health, it's like, oh, like you mean like a loony bin, which is like a very condescending term, you know? You have to be, are you crazy? No, mental health is just your like also everyday well-being. It's like just not, just being on top of things, like having the motivation to just push through like the sad days and push through challenges. That's also healthy mental health, right? So it's not, you don't have to be like, you don't have to have actual health disorder to consider like maintaining your straight mental health, and it's a very wide term. So for me, like, it's usually like just fighting anxiety and just sometimes I don't enjoy the present and I look to the future and I'm afraid what the future can bring, and it's usually like, oh my god, what something's gonna go wrong, right? So that's my sometimes problem when I like think about what bad can happen instead of what good can happen, you know. So definitely, and that fatigue didn't help. That fatigue of this like isolation feeling did not help, because you like more with your thoughts and less with people who can get you out of it, you know. I miss meeting friends, just going for a beer. Like, that's something I truly miss, you know. Because those like late like chill nights with people just like hanging out and just chatting were actually like moving you away from like thinking too much about what possibly could go wrong, because this is the way you get into this anxiety episodes, you know. And balance in life is too, especially when I'm like juggling work, family, and trying to be a YouTuber at the same time. So I'm more prone to, I think, fatigue, tiredness, anxiety, bad thoughts, you know. I think I'm more prone to this overall. And Lego is like really helpful with positivity. It is. It actually is. What are my thoughts on the Speed Champions leaked set? Jacob, welcome. You mean that dragster that we talked about, like, what, 2 weeks ago? I like it. I really like it, actually. I wonder what's gonna be next for Speed Champs. Why did you move to America? My wife's career. She got an offer in California, we accepted it, and we moved. That was 6 years ago. And here we are. Purchased our first home last year, and we're happy here. Yeah, it's good. But that was because like of career reasons for her, and I was just tagging along. Yeah, it was obviously our family decision to do it, right? Big opportunity came up and we just went for it. Yeah. I like the dragster, but I do not know about the new size of the Speed Champs. I like the 8 studs. I don't know, like I like them because they're more detailed. I know they do not fit on the Lego base plates. By the way, did you guys hear that the Lego base plates are going away? Like the roads? That was to be expected, I guess, because they have the new system now. But I do like, personally, I do like the 8 stud Speed Champs. Arman, welcome. Didn't see you there, sorry. Kind of missed you in between the lines. Arman R is in the chat. If you do that, let me know. I will send my resume within the hour. like jokes aside, if I ever build a team, if I ever say like, okay, I'm hiring people to work on the cool factor, like, I don't know, editors, people, social media people, anybody, I no joke, I feel like at first I'm gonna post to the community and see if I can recruit some people from you guys. If somebody will ever want to move to California or even is here, like, or locally. That's probably actually gonna happen. Like, I'm not gonna go to Indeed or, I don't know, like job hunting websites. I'm gonna actually say like, hey, cool fan fam, I'm hiring, you know. But that's very far into the future. Like, I don't even know how to do it yet. To have enough sort of like a business side of things and income here to even be able to hire, you know, a social media person, let alone an editor to help me out or something like that. I would love to have like a cool factor, have to be like an entity that goes like 24/7 actually, like we just post daily and have social, like BrickVault kind of used to be, you know. Weird question, but what do you know what MBTI personality you are? I don't really know what that is. That's some sort of like a personality categorization tool. Is that what it is? Like psychological testing? That's what you're asking, ClickBrick? If you can explain it to me. I never did any like personality test. Like trying to objectively think about my personality, I think I'm an introvert, that's for sure. I don't like big gay except for Lego conventions. Those are awesome. But like parties, I like smaller ones, for example, and I'm not very outgoing person. Like sometimes I have hard time just small talking with people. When I'm in my zone, I can talk a lot, like on the streams. But when I like real life and I have to like maintain a conversation, it's like awkward, you know, silence every time. Hey, AWM Lego Films, long time no see, what's up? So it's like I'm kind of like a semi-introvert. I like some social activities to a certain degree, and I love YouTube, honestly, and just being on streams. I love that. Actually, I do enjoy it. That's like I'm not like hiding my feelings. I'm like, oh my god, I'm on camera right now. No, like I'm actually do enjoy it. Like I used to be like very scared of that, but now I do actually physically and mentally enjoy it. I just like being online. Even though I'm not very active on social media, like very, I'm not like about like, okay, we're posting an Instagram post at 6 a.m. and then on Twitter at 7. No, I'm not that kind of guy. I post whenever, but I like that. I do enjoy that. But if you like throw me in some like weird party in a club and like, I don't know, let's get out of here, you know, kind of situation. So I'm kind of this kind of guy. I think camera opens me up a bit more than I normally am in real life for some reason. I wish I could call you on Instagram, the cool factor. Oh, you mean like you can stream like with a friend right now on Instagram? I never tried that, like, but I wanna stay on YouTube actually. How does it work? So like people are live streaming on Instagram and you just like call in, like on StreamYard or something? I've seen people doing that, but I haven't tried it myself. Go hire your friends, all friends at BrickVault one day. I'm afraid we're not in touch with BrickVault anymore. That ship has sailed and it's not coming back. Just to say hi and hang for a little. Bonjour, Brick Princess, welcome. You know what? I used to have Discord guests on live streams, but I gotta say that it was very distracting. So if I'm building, especially, and there's, I love my friends and guests and stuff like that, but I haven't talked to Brian about this today. I was like, you know what? Like sometimes when you have like guests on the stream and there's another activity going on, it's very distracting. And what I enjoy most about streaming is the chat. Really, that's like my main thing that I do enjoy, because you guys are bringing some great points. There's always some conversation starter. And I feel like when like there's a live stream going on and there's multiple people, I'm like, hey, this guy in the chat actually had a cool question. And everybody's like blah blah blah, talking about over like the chat. And sometimes I feel like I like streaming alone for some reason. It's just something I enjoy more. I tried that Discord streaming with people like coming in and chatting. It's fun, but I don't know if that's good for streaming, honestly. I do enjoy like conversations like this, like offline, but online when the chat is the main, you guys are the main reason I'm even streaming. Like you guys are actually the reason I love streaming, because the chat is always so much fun. So what, like how fun can it be if you neglect all this? Like I don't like neglecting all this at all. I feel even bad when I'm like focusing on the build on the live stream and I see like a bunch of messages missing me, and I'm like, who said what? Like I gotta catch up. Like it's like my OCD, you know. Hey Mike, hey Sol. And I'm like way behind with messages right now, but I'm trying to get to everybody. Bricks and beers, maybe a new stream idea. Sounds good. Just not sure about this channel's format, because I'm technically trying to be family friendly, but for AFOS at the same time. So I don't think there's anything against having a beer on a stream on YouTube. I know like people are getting wasted on Twitch anyway, so I think that's allowed. I'm not a drinker, by the way. From alcohol, I just like certain types of beers, but that's about it. That's about it. My favorite beers are Czech beers, European Czech beers. I frequently look at the future with a pessimistic mindset instead of optimistic mindset. And you know what, like, people tell me I'm an optimistic person, like I'm a positive guy. I try to be, like, because, you know, the last thing you want to see when you come to a live stream, so a lot of you are coming here to, like, chill and relax and things like that. The last thing you want to see is, like, sometimes I do that, but the last thing you want to see, like, me, like complaining about, like, being like, oh man, this week sucked, you know. And I know that's the last thing I want to see when I'm trying to, like, catch some positive vibes from a streamer, for example, right? But I gotta say that even though I'm trying to be a positive person, I do have a pessimistic mindset sometimes. And it's like, I'm very much of a what if guy, like, you know, like something, like I have something to do, or like something might happen in the future, like what if it goes wrong, like oh my god, and things will just, like, my life will be in shambles, in rubble, you know, which, like, most of the time it's not true. Like we are kind of, our minds are pre-programmed to, like, kind of do a quick risk assessment on everything, and we overthink that risk assessment, and we usually come up with the worst possible scenario, and we, like, stick with it, and it's, like, not the best way to do. It's better to, like, just, like, I like my friend's quote from this week, because I was calling him and I was like, dude, like, I don't know, like, this school thing, like, school is coming back, it's a long commute, like, I don't know, what if my kid catches COVID, like, whatever. And he was like, dude, tackle problems as they come in. Don't think about the problems that may or may not appear in the near future. Just tackle them as they come at you, okay? And you're gonna be much happier person. I was like, cool. That's why you seem happier all the time, because he doesn't worry as much as I do worry, you know. So that's a good advice, I guess. It works. We are so rural, the pandemic barely touched us. I've been relying on the internet to talk to people for years. So you're living on a farm, I believe. That's what your name says. Is that a would you call it a good life or a boring life? Like, just I'm curious. Like, how would you call, like, this type of life? I wonder. I never lived in a rural community. I was always kind of close to a town. Even in Poland, like, I lived in a smaller city, but it wasn't like a rural city. And then I lived in the capital. So my life always resolved around living in a city of sorts. I wonder, like, how it feels. Like, genuine question, like, no offense at all, like, just a question. For my mental health, I think of how big this universe is and how small everything is. It helps me a lot to go of my problems and realize everything is okay and doesn't matter as much as I make them. There you go. Very good point. What did you have for dinner? A burger. Homemade burgers. Yes. Actually, yes. Everything is possible, as always. I'm trying to catch with the messages. I'm in social, but in the high desert. Wife and I would love to move to Colorado, but jobs... Oh, SoCal, I read social. SoCal, so, well, yeah, I'm in SoCal too. Would love to move to Colorado, but jobs have locked us down here. Yeah, like, we're tied up with jobs here as well, and we just purchased a house, so SoCal it is for the time being, you know. We like it here, so I don't think of moving anywhere. R2 is like 5,000. Yeah, I only seen a brief I only seen a brief shot of that R2 in somebody's thumbnail, but I didn't look closely, so I gotta check it out later. Instead of glass half full or empty, I think that the glass is always full. half air, half water, good and bad. That's okay. Just accept the things that they are, right? It's much, honestly, like, I think our lives are about worrying less. Because there are like, most of the things that happen to you in your life, you can't control. You can say you're responsible for your failure or your success, but many times over, what happens to you is a pure coincidence or just, you know, it's always better to say yes to things than no to things, because usually opportunities in life tend to serve good things than bad things. So that's my approach, kind of. So like, accept as the life comes at you, you know, try to tackle things as they go. I know it's a good advice. I even don't follow it fully because I tend to worry ahead of time. A lot, actually. But slowly, as I become older and more experienced in like tackling problems as they come at me, I think I just become better at it, and that thinking really helps. And then you like look back and like, oh, that decision was actually pretty good, and like the way I handled that situation in my life was actually came out okay, you know. When I lost Brickvolt job, I was devastated. I was like, oh, this is the end. I'm going homeless. No, maybe not that severe, but I was like, okay, I'm never finding a cool job again, ever. Actually, it wasn't true, because right now I do like my current job, and I still get to build Lego, and I run my own YouTube channel, and probably all this would not have happened if it wasn't for me getting kicked from Brickvolt, right? So I looked at that and I was like, life is teaching me something here. Like, things can look crazy bad right now at this very moment, but in the end you end up in a better spot, and things usually tend to be better after things change in your life. So hey, Sicknick, welcome. You know, I think it's a good example. Gotta go, battery low percentage. See everyone. Hey, thanks, Jacob. What work do I do? I'm a video editor. So same thing as on YouTube, except I'm paid for that right now. What I mean is that on Instagram there is the FaceTime button. You can call people on Instagram using the button. You can only be people who follow. Ah, I see. How do I join your Discord? Cody, if you go to my community tab on YouTube, you will see an older member post with an instruction on how to join Discord. You basically have to get Discord and then log in with your YouTube account. And you should see my Discord channel. If you have the same YouTube account that you use here for your membership, just connect that to your Discord and you should be able to see my Discord channel, because you're gonna be added automatically as a member with the same YouTube account. There's an instruction, go to my community tab and find like an old post, member only post from a few weeks ago. Or just Google how to join a YouTube Discord as a YouTube member. It's a very quick process, so should be easy. Let's see. A lot of the time I purposely pause on sending messages on chat because I'm paranoid that it will get buried. Strange Hermit Crab. Well, this one didn't. I'm literally like backlogged on chat right now, but this stream is meant to be very much for you guys. So chat is like, I have no other focus right now. Just looking at my camera if it's still working, but the chat is the main focus on those streams. Part 2 of the Mustang is tomorrow, Kayson. Tomorrow about the same time. Yeah. So far we got this chassis, lower chassis. With steering wheel is on, few things. Yeah, we're coming back tomorrow. I was about to like build today, but I wanted to chat more than build, honestly. So we're coming back tomorrow. So Outsider, I only saw some thumbnails on YouTube for people talking about the R2. I did not see the full pictures yet. So I'm gonna take a look later. I'm not sure if we're gonna be able to talk about it on Bricks and Coffee because I think it's a leak. I think it's an official leak. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if the announcement happens like this week, like in tomorrow or like Friday. I don't know. I think it's imminent. I mean, come on, it's almost middle of April, and the set will be coming out in May. So, Lego has Like, actually, Lego was neglecting press releases lately. I think they're kind of messing up with the press releases. At this point, last year, it's like middle of April. We should have known about any Star Wars stuff coming May the 4th, like already right now. Or even like April 1st. I think last year they announced everything like a month ahead. And now like there is nothing. Just like those helmets, April 26th, right? I mean, the chat is moving today, but like so you guys know, I never ignore comments on purpose. I just try to see if there are interesting ones, and if I see like something worth answering, I will answer it. I don't ignore comments on purpose. If I miss something, that's most likely because something other caught my attention. Because like you see all those messages in a line, and I have chat almost full screen. And sometimes I read a long sentence and I just don't see what somebody told above that sentence. So it's not on purpose at all. Like it's just trying to read a moving wall of text, you know. That's what I try to work on now. Brick Princess says, not worrying about things that have not happened or could happen. Focus on the now. You will feel much happier and less stressed. It's such a simple advice, right? It's such a simple advice and yet so hard to master and so hard to implement to your life. Everybody says like just like focus on your current life. Don't live in the past. Don't live in the future too much. I mean, plan ahead. Have some goals, you know what you want to do in life. Yes, of course. But don't like micromanage it, your future. Like you just can't. Just focus on the now and plan ahead accordingly. Have some goals instead, because you need to have a purpose in your life. You need to have something you want to achieve. There needs to be some sort of like goal. Right now, like the cool factor is my like a big drive for me for some reason as my hobby. I'm so happy I actually have a hobby. You guys can imagine. I think 5 or 6 years of my life in my teenage years, I had no hobbies for some time. Like I felt such a boring person. But then I started having hobbies and it stuck with me. So, burgers, Doc Samson, welcome. Like it a lot. 45 minutes to the nearest town. Hard to worry about made-up problems when the cows are in the road. I like your vibe, dude. I really like your vibe. Seems like living on a farm or like in a rural area seems like a very chill life. I think many people can agree with me on this, but Lego is sort of like a way to escape problems in real life. It is, Ethan. That's not even a secret, Lego is a very distressing remedy. It is, and like I'm a generally healthy person. I don't suffer from anything significant or anything. I can say I'm healthy mentally as well, but I'm like every other person. I can get anxious, I can get tired, I can get overwhelmed by things, I can get stress can get to me. And honestly, like Lego is a great remedy for I think it helps everyone, no matter the like severity of your problems. If you have something, and I just walk around and recommend people, like if you feel stressed, if you have anything, if somebody asks me like, hey, what can I do to calm myself down, to relax? Yeah, just buy a Lego set. Like go and buy a Lego set, whichever size it is, and just like sit with your Lego set for like an hour, and you'll see the difference in the way that your day is going. It's true. Like I don't know, it always works. It always works. So it's kind of like an escape mechanism. It is. For many people, it is, I think. It is escape. Sometimes, like you guys, you guys watch this channel, right? Watch me streaming. But sometimes I just come here and just look at the shelves. Just like... Not even turn the lights on. I just put on I had some LED lights. There's an LED on the shelf, LED behind the computer, and just like put some like dim lights, and just like sit in this chair, and I just like, or I just like I just sit here for like an hour and just like do this, just like that, like not talking, not watching anything. Computer is off, and I just like sit here and just like. Look at those tiny sets, or bigger ones, whatever is my hand. just hold it. Thank you for the super chat.
Good
Buy a
advice,
Lego set,
buy a
agreed.
Lego set.
Thank you for
Agreed.
the fiver. Music. This is great for the super chat. Ah, the 80s vibes. Am I right? Let's vibe some. Yeah, just sitting here and actually doing nothing. Sometimes for like 30 minutes. Just like watching at the shelf, like this is like a really cool Star Destroyer. Like I have a memories how I was building it, and it's like it brings back some good vibes. And sometimes I even remember live streams, because a lot of these sets I see on in my studio, I usually build together with you. A lot of these sets were streamed, so I just like, whoa, that was a cool live stream, you know. And I just sit and like look at my Lego and just that's it. Stop looking at a bunch of plastic, you know, and it's relaxing as well. You don't even have to hold it. Let's cut the chat. I think I stopped at Doc Samson and that super chat. Thank you once more, but big appreciation, Big Princess. Thank you so much. Doc was saying burgers, and then I was tend not to worry unless it affects me directly. Well, I mean, stress is part of the life. You will get stressed, no matter how much of a I don't know how much of a crazy monk you are from, you know, some monastery. You will always get stressed. It's part of life. It was this. The way you deal with stress, however, is important. Just sent you a message on Instagram. Sure, I'm gonna check later. Getting late. I should get some rest. I should get some rest too, so I'm not gonna be going for much longer. Haven't I seen any leaks on the Creator Castle? I think were there any leaks on the Creator Castle? I don't think there were any leaks yet. As of yet. I'll lower that music. It's a really cool like 80s sitcom, like 90s sitcom vibe, right? What is the wife doing at the moment? How do you get the time to stream? Right now my wife is chilling with the upstairs, watching some Netflix probably, and because the kids already are asleep at this time, or going to sleep. Yeah, we have this like, usually I plan ahead, so we do plan when I stream, and I tell her like, hey, when can I stream? We agree on the date, if I can have an evening for streaming, and she takes over the kids, and she's just chilling, like watching something, and I usually join her when I finish streaming, so we have this like little good partnership here, like what's going on when I can stream. So yeah, she supports my craziness very much, so I love her for that very much. And even though Lego is kind of flooding the house slowly, I'm trying personally to keep it in the studio. Really, I do. But some sets are in the kids' play area upstairs, and I think I gave them the Winnie the Pooh. I gave them the treehouse for display, the big create like ideas treehouse. And my wife really still supports me in what I do. So, and she also supports me in streaming and everything. Yeah. So that's also a big reason I have time for you guys as well, because she's really awesome in that support. Production problems like with the satellites. What do you mean? Just trying to see the context. How do you feel about the Johnson & Johnson vaccine polls? I just heard the news today. I'm not sure. I think they found like 6 like weird blood clot cases in like 7 million vaccines administered. So I think just a precaution. I think it's like a side effect. That's like an unwanted side effect. But they have to investigate. It's like it's a new technically it's categorized as a drug, so they have to investigate. It's basically part of the procedure. So I don't feel that it's something to be very concerned about. It's just a natural way of, well, it's a new type of, you know, medical supply, a vaccine that was never used before in that form, and there are some cases that can be serious, and we gotta investigate. That's it. That's all I feel about it. Let's see. All sorted. Thanks, Cody. So welcome to the Discord, I guess. My Discord is not open right now. I think I closed it for the live stream. The glass half full. I'm even before that super chat, so that's how far behind I'm on the messages. Thank you guys so for keeping the chat moving tonight. I appreciate it. Sometimes like I feel like the streams are like dead, like nobody's here, but today is like wow. Thank you. The glass is half full, half empty. Depends on whether you're pouring or drinking. Kinda like life. Optimist versus pessimist can depend on if you're acting or reacting to the world. Wow, some deep advice there. It is very chill. You miss a lot of news, but I don't miss it at all. I've seen fewer new movies than Joshua. Hey, that's an achievement, to see less movies than Joshua. Wow. From Beyond the Brick. I feel like, you know what? A lot of my anxiety was coming from the fact that I was reading news a lot. Like politics, COVID, all this stuff thrown at my phone. I was just reading it, like scrolling, you know? And it gets you like, oh my god, the world is burning. And you just throw the phone away. And that's what I actually did. I use my phone less and less, honestly. I just on Twitter, like Instagram with Lego people, but like news, stay away, you know. The less you know, the happier you are. Like news outlets are basically feeding off negativity. It's true, like what clicks the most is like, oh, breaking news, you know, it's like shocking news, bad things happening. We gotta talk about it. That's true. Like mainstream media and all the media for that matter actually rely on shocking you and getting you to read that stuff and like binge read the most. So they try to be like, when was the last time you've seen like a really positive piece of news on like mainstream media or any media for that matter? Just everything is going to hitting the fan, you know, everything's gonna burn and we're all dead into the tomorrow. That's what you feel like when you like get too many news. So I really cut down on being informed on everything and everything, on anything and everything. I've used Lego as a creative outlet for years. I've totally found it to be distressing. Whenever it's super overwhelmed, I build a small mock or just interact in my collection and calm down. Boom, there you go. That's why I stream so much, guys, because as I said, that's my downtime usually. I always keep one Lego set sealed for bad days. Once I build my sealed set, I buy another one to keep sealed. That's a cool little tradition. Gotta go to sleep. Thanks for the stream. Stay safe. Ethan, you're as well. You're welcome. It's a great idea. So, blah, blah. A lot of you guys are chatting between each other, so I'm gonna try to like keep those sorted. New intro, Mike dancing. Actually, I like dancing. I'm just bad at it, but I like it. I think that's that might be one of the reasons my wife married me, because we met at the club. No joke, we met at the club. Really, it's a very romantic story. We did meet at the club. It was one of the very few times when a friend took me for a club night, and that's where I met my wife. And because I put shame away, and even though I feel awkward, I go to the dance floor and just like get some moves going, and I think she liked it. Because I looked super nerdy in my glasses and everything, and I was actually shaking it, you know, on the dance floor, and I think she liked it, and she told me that like I caught her attention, and she started dancing with me, and that's how we met. So it was awkward, but that's how I met my wife. And I'm like the least outgoing person in a club, believe me. Yeah, that's a sweet 80s saxophone, right? This track is called everything is from Epidemic Sound. This one is, I have no clue. Leave Me With Something by The New Fools. The New Fools is actually a great band on Epidemic Sound. Highly recommend it. They do like this funky 80s vibe. The New Fools, Leave Me With Something. Badumts. I should have like a sound for like a drum set. Badumts. Who runs Streamlabs? It's a bot. I programmed it. Streamlabs is what I use for all those fancy like alerts when you guys like super chat or something. That's Streamlabs, and they also offer a bot and this is what you see in the chat. That's a bot that sends a message on my behalf on specific time intervals. That's what he does. Thanks, Cody. Thanks for coming. Stay awesome, and stay safe. And see you on Discord. Should I get one of those model rockets? I don't know anything, but I'm really bored. You mean like a Saturn V from Lego? Yes, yes. It's a great set. Howdy, Slack Biker, welcome. Doom scrolling, that's the term. Yeah, thanks for reminding. That's the term. It's called doom scrolling. You know what's doom scrolling? It's actually what I was referring to. It's basically going on Twitter and like trending, politics, bad news, some scandals, oh, you know, and same goes if you go to like a news feed and it's like all the like COVID news trend, super contagious, oh, I don't know, capital attack, oh, it was serious, right? But like everybody was like, it's doom scrolling. It's like you're getting into this hole that makes you feel that the world is going down. It's like if you get into that on a day when there's like some bad things happening in the world, everybody talks about it and you just like, the world is ending, this is it, we're done. And you just feel bad. So the best way is just to avoid doom scrolling, especially on days when there is something significant happening that is not positive. Yes, and choose and control your news input, that's true. Australia is a home to 25 million people and an estimated 50 million kangaroos. If the kangaroos decide to rise up, every Australian would have to fight 2 kangaroos. Like, because they can punch you, right? Like, they can, like, not only, like, is that only our cartoons, but a kangaroo can, like, hop on their tail and, like, kick you, right? They're, like, they're sneaky and kind of dangerous. I don't think you want to... There was this, like, viral video on YouTube when a guy was, like, punched by a kangaroo and he, like, punched it back. I think there was a video about that. Marslander. Yeah, they postponed that helicopter flight on Mars, right? Like Ingenuity. I think they were supposed to fly it on Sunday or something. And now it needs a software update. So they have to send a patch up to Mars, install some software update, and then fly it. I mean... If you're launching something to space, shouldn't this supposed to be like ready to go? Was it running like Windows or something? I don't have a smartphone, just a laptop, so if I'm not in the house, I'm offline. I envy you, actually. I live in a, like, you know, San Diego is a semi-large California city, and it's always busy, and you're always on your phone, and sometimes I wish I would just like go. It's a great, actually also a great place to live because on the weekends you can just take your car and you can leave like the coastal area, go to the mountains where there's nobody there, and the air is amazing. And yeah, that's what I like California. You can just like within like an hour drive you have so many environments you can visit and you can just chill. Great hiking areas, picnics, beautiful. And the beach, you can find like a spot on the coastline that's also very nice. Most of California is like really nice on the coastline anyway, but if you can avoid the crowds if you want to. Good morning, Ferraris Bricks. Welcome, and remember the chat. Welcome. I would not want to take on any of the kangaroos. I have heard only bad things about tangling with them. You guys have some crazy... You have kangaroos, you guys have those... how are those birds called? Those birds that like swoop on you when you get to their like territory. They just attack you. Like... I forgot the name. Something. You probably know what I'm talking about. Yeah, there's even a set for Voltron, but I think it's very discontinued if you want to have cool things. Dance for us, Mike. No. Favorite Lego piece? For me, it's a pneumatic T-piece, great for mech building. For me, it's a tile. I like tiles a lot. Magpies, thank you. I was like mud pies. Like, wait, a mud pie is actually a pie you can eat. Magpies. They are savage. I've seen some videos. They can like, you could just like walk in the park and there's like a magpie mating season or something and just like, nope. And they just punch you with their beaks, like swoop you, and they can actually like hurt you. Magpies, thank you. Have you guys ever been attacked by one? I just seen this video like a girl being like hit by one in the head. Magpies. They're pretty territorial, aren't they? Sneaky little birds. I think Dan also was talking on one of the live streams. He's from New Zealand and he was saying they have like this kind of bird that doesn't fly. So it's like a kiwi, but it's not a kiwi. And they hop and they can jump and like punch your car when you're parked. They just like hop on your car and they just like jump on your car. What's up with those birds there? Like they're kind of like on the edge. Mike, the other way you can connect friends or me specifically is on Google Meet, like on Gmail. Best thing about that is free, doesn't cost anything. Thanks, man. Crows recognize people and will harass people they dislike. A lot of interesting info on crows. There's also a species of bird that does that. In Poland, you would call it kawka. And I think kawka in English is... I don't remember. I want to look it up. Hold on, guys. Hold on. They also are very like, they can like recognize you and they will like harass you. Jackdaw? Jackdaw. Is that a species? They can like, if they like live in a park, for example, like a flock of them lives in a park, and you walk this park every day to your work or whatever, or you like do jogging, and one of them like dislikes you, and they will like harass you every time you walk past their nest, for example. So, jackdaw. They're in Poland. Jackdaw. Either this is this one or... Yeah, I think she's like... It's a bird that can like memorize you and like mess up your day or something. We have lots of magpies, but never seen one be aggressive to a human. They attack songbirds. So we use them for target practice. Cassowary, they're actually known as the most dangerous avian species in the world due to high incidence of attacks. Really? Are we doing like a bird stream? Cool birds? Hey, always cool to chat about something late night. I'm actually gonna be winding down, guys, soon. I think it was fun. How long have I been going live right now? 1 hour 21 minutes. Okay. Crows are also kind of like that. Type of blackbird. Oh, this guy. So it's like... Oh. Sorry, that's the chat, right? That's the chat on my screen. But this guy, it's a cassowary. They are like most dangerous bird. Oh, you guys don't see anything. Hold on, I'm gonna move the chat for a sec. This is weird. Okay, my screen is messed up right now because I have chat on one screen. Sorry. But yeah, it says... Oh, maybe I can zoom in. Oh, there you go. Was attacked in Florida. Exotic birds. It's a cousin to emo, like a large ostrich. Flightless birds, brisket and radius, they are native to the tropical forests of Southeast Asia and Australia. Tough sizes varies across, yada yada. Oh my god! Well, I would see like they like scream at you that way. Like, what's this guy doing? Okay, enough of that. Bird talk. All right, I'm gonna move the chat back to full screen. What is happening? Yeah, I never heard of them, honestly. They're raptors. I'm a zoologist by trade. Oh yeah, because you guys have this cool channel, yes. That's Twinceptions, like basically you're like in his zone. He runs a zoology channel, actually. He's right? That's you guys, right? They recognize his clothes. What? SR71 on ideas? I think Beyond the Brick was streaming that kind of showcase today. Lego equals learning. Anything goes style. Magpies are scary. Like, yeah, it has to be their mating season. Welcome, Sam, by the way. They have to be like very protective of their nests or their like offspring, right? There's a theme park with a small cow petting zoo near me. Amazing, awesome. In San Diego, there is also like we have really cool zoo. There's San Diego Zoo. If you guys, by the way, if you guys are ever in San Diego, check out the zoo. It's really nice. And also in the North County, there's the Safari Park, which is more like open space. And they have like a giant safari open space habitat that you can just you can take a tour of. Really cool. Everything that's scary and dangerous is from Australia, am I right? Am I right, mate? Yes, Wildlife Brothers, that's you guys. It's pretty cool content, by the way. Bedtime for me, yes. You guys know what? This is a bedtime for me as well, actually. I'm gonna be zoning out, heading out. Yeah, chat session, fun chat session. You know what? I'm gonna be doing these like every week or even more. Like, I know this is not building Lego or anything, but the most I appreciate about being on YouTube is personal connection with you guys. And I know we all are connected by Lego, I know that. But at the same time, I feel like I'm really having some personal connection with a lot of chat members, especially when you guys are coming back for a lot of streams. And I feel like I know you, even though many of you I never seen in my life. Like personally, but it feels like I want to do those chat sessions because it's just fun, so we can talk about things we like or just have this like crazy bird chat or have people like Bricks or Brian in the chat who was probably lurking all this time. My dude, there he is. I should make. You know what? Like I think Junk started the trend. With. Do you guys know that Junk has a sound on me? Brian, can you send me that sound? Or is that Junk? Or can you record yourself? Junk has like I show up on his stream and it's like he presses a button. It's like mic. He made a sound for me, apparently. My life is complete. I should have a sound for Brian whenever he shows up. Brian, you're a good enough friend. You can choose which embarrassing sound you would like to have associated with your person appearing on the stream. Like pick and choose, but it has to be embarrassing enough. All right. Interesting stream. Thanks everyone. Thanks. Missed most of it. Hey, Aaron, I'm gonna be doing this weekly or even more. Hey, Brian, I will have a sound for you. I promise, okay? I just have to figure out how to have more folders on the Stream Deck thing and add more sounds. And I like Junk's idea. There's a sound for specific people that join his stream. Brian even has a Junk GIF for points on his Twitch stream. A Mario sound bit. Oh, that's a sound for Brian. That's too cheap. Maybe 3. Or like a Mario saying, "It's a me, Brian." No. Junk doesn't have a Twitch. I mean, he does, but he doesn't stream. No, Brian has a Jang GIF on his stream that you can enable by spending his channel points. It's a Twitch thing. Okay, so when you watch a streamer on Twitch, why do I even have to explain this? When you watch a streamer on Twitch, for watching you gain points, like channel points, which is a currency on Twitch. And for that virtual currency, the crypto of Twitch, a streamer can enable different actions that you can pay for with that virtual points that you earn by watching to do. And like, I think Brian has like when you use points, a wild junk shows up that says, what does he say, Brian? I won't be a professional streamer like Bricks O'Brien or something. It's a Twitch thing, okay? Yeah, you don't use Twitch. Twitch became much more like content creator friendly lately, and also audience friendly. Like, I think Twitch is aiming to introduce much more like audience chat engagement tools that are pretty cool, actually. It's me, Brian. I'm gonna record it myself. There you go. I'll never be Bricks O'Brien, but I'm definitely a wannabe. That's even better. That's even better. Lol. Yeah, that's actually funny. No, Jag is a great guy. I'm so happy that he becomes more part of our community, because he was very much so. He was this Jang on his throne with his 1 million subs channel above all of us. And now he stepped down from his throne and came to the common folk, hanging out like he's a no king no more. You know, that's what Jang is doing. No, it's fine because he appears on streams, he raided me, he shows up on Bricks O'Brien streams. Jang shifted a lot, and I'm happy for him that I remember specifically when we chatted with Jang like, what, 2 years ago or something, and he said that he would never stream again or something like that. Like, that he would never stream. Like, because people were asking him, hey, could you stream the Jang? I was like, what are you talking about? Building a set on a live stream? Are you kidding me? And now he's throwing out those live streams like there is no tomorrow, and he has more energy, and he can throw out like 8-hour streams like nothing, except like, whereas me, I'm dead after like 3 hours of streaming. Jang Redemption. Vicarious, aloha. Mike, really appreciate the audio, the video quality of your channel. Happy Hawaiian hugs. Aloha, mahalo. Thank you. I miss Hawaii so much. Next vacation, when I can like go and afford it, I'm going to Hawaii and just sit on the beach and have like grilled shrimp for the whole week. Yeah, I miss Hawaii a lot. I only been there once, but it's so much fun. He pays himself. Brian! Doc. Every time Brian shows up on Junk stream, he announces that a professional streamer. These guys found themselves as like 2 pieces of sand on the beach. Junk is great on Quarantine Cast, yes. I'm very, very sad that I won't be able to be joining Quarantine Casts as of now, because my hours shifted. So at the time these guys are streaming, I am at the office because it's 10 a.m. for me. I used to be able to join because I was working from home, and I was knowingly shifting my hours to accommodate for that. But right now, like, I tend to work in the morning a lot, so I won't be able to join. I may listen in, but that's about it. All right, and we killed the chat. Nobody's there anymore. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. I'm gonna actually head out because we've been going for 1 hour 32 minutes. Okay, that's about the time. This is the first time I'm drinking water after talking for 1 hour and 30 minutes. Wow. YouTube is 16 years old. I thought it's older. I was dying during the quarantine junk cast. I missed that one actually. Jank and Brian are just 2 kangaroos joining up to take on one Australian. Good night, later. Thanks for amazing stream, glad to be here. Thank you guys, thank you so much for coming over, even though it's a late night chat and nothing else is happening. I'm not really building anything today, but tomorrow Tomorrow we're gonna be building the Stang. I'm gonna schedule it maybe. I think I have a thumbnail ready, so I'm just gonna schedule that. Either right now or tomorrow morning when I see how my day goes. But we're gonna join me tomorrow for more building, less chat. I mean, it's gonna be the same amount of chatting and a bit of building. And I'm glad that you guys enjoyed those chat streams because this is different for me. It's more like a live podcast of sorts, almost. Maybe not, because we just blabber around, whichever comes to mind. Bricks and coffee are more structured because I do actually go through news. Building is building and chatting. So I hope you guys enjoy my little attempt on becoming more present on live streams. I'm really hoping to have a schedule I promised for the longest time. Then actually you can expect me on Sundays, you can expect me on probably at this point Wednesdays night. And probably only the building streams will not have a real set in stone schedule because of how I acquire Lego. And whenever I have a set to build and time to build it, then we're gonna stream. But I wanna set at least 2 types of live streams that you can expect, like rain or shine on the channel on a regular intervals. So yeah. I hope the Aussies get to see that. I hope so too. Aussies are the best. Peace out, guys. This end card will say stream starting because I was too lazy to fix that typo on my end screen, but you know, we're gonna fix later. All right, so I love you. You're awesome, and thank you for the super chats, by the way, from Brick Princess and Raven. Appreciate the support. You guys are awesome. I'll talk to you soon, and see you tomorrow on the Building Mustang stream. Pay attention to my channel so you know when it's gonna happen. Most likely not earlier than 8 PM PST. Right on. Okay. Love you all. Peace out. Bye.